You know, when we were choosing a place for an early summer destination for walleye fishing, Saginaw Bay in Saginaw, Michigan was just an obvious choice. You know, this is one of the most prolific walleye fisheries anywhere in the Great Lakes region. It is known for not only great eating size fish, but super numbers. Today we fished and we caught 24 keeper fish, and we got stormed out this morning. We didn't even get on the water until maybe 10 o'clock. It's simple fishing. It's not hard. It's inline spinners and crawler harnesses. It's crankbaits. It's small dipsies and spoons. It's a lot of different methods that will catch these Saginaw Bay walleye. And if you're looking for just a really fun weekend destination or midweek fishing trip, if you're an older guy and you've got the time, Saginaw and Saginaw Bay, Michigan are one of the top destinations you should consider for summer, spring, summer, and fall walleyes.
So what we're doing today is we just got set up and we're trying to cover the water column. So we're anywhere from 12 feet down to about 25 feet. And we've got a couple of bottom bouncers running on the bottom. And the way we're covering the water column is we're using a #1 offshore tackled tadpole, and we can adjust by how much line we let out as to how deep we're going. So our wide rods right now, we're running at about 12 feet, so we're letting those about 25 feet out. Our inside boards, we're running at about 35, 45 feet back. So we're running probably 18, 19, 20 feet with those boards. So we're gonna wait and see what the fish tell us, see where the aggressive fish are, and we'll just go from there. It's a good one.
It's a little bit better fish. Yeah, show that one off, John.
Well, we normally, you know, the old saying is light colors, light days, bright days, dark colors, dark days. And we started off, purple has always been a really good color here on Saginaw Bay. And that's what we started using here today was this #5 Colorado blade, purple on front, a little pink, copper on the back. So we do have a little bit of flash going with it. And what do we have that one set at 35? And couldn't even get the board out, and we've already got another one. So we're gonna let the fish tell us kind of what depth. Once we start catching them, then we'll try and fine tune the color a little bit, but who knows, maybe that's the blade that we're gonna go with all day long.
Aggressive little things, John.
They sure are. Well, there's so many fish here on Saginaw Bay. This one is 14.5 inches. And on Saginaw Bay, there's so many fish that you get too many fish, it kind of ruins the fishery. And everybody loves to catch fish, but they also like to catch good-sized fish. So here in Saginaw Bay, you're allowed to keep 8 fish total, and they just have to be over 13 inches tall. We like to throw back some of the bigger ones, the ones we think are spawners, you know, 21, 22 inches, and keep these as our eaters. These fry up in the pan awfully well.
Good job. Oh, better fish. Better Saginaw Bay walleye. Come on, boy. Oh, yeah, Johnny. Woohoo! That's a nice one. Let me just show this off. Those right there are what you come to Saginaw Bay to fill your live well up with. This right now is probably one of the best fisheries in North America. It is just filled with 14 to 20 inch fish like this. And we made a move, we set up just a little shallower. John and I have fished a lot, and we both had a gut feeling, Eddie too, that we slid out into that deeper water and the biters were gone. So we came in from 35 into 32, bingo. I mean, we can't even we still don't have all 8 rods in the water, nowhere close actually, we only got 5. So we'll be right back with you, but this fishing is starting to happen now.
The Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Crestliner, forged with strength, defined by durability. Strike King Lures, tie one on. Mercury Marine, go boldly.
See that right there, the lineup? You got 1, 2, 3 in a row, and you got one totally out of step. That's how you can tell when you get a bite on offshore boards. They'll just fall back out of line. Otherwise, they march like little soldiers. And that tells us that this board right here has got a fish on it. Like I said, the idea here with these tadpoles is we should be able to just swim these over unless the fish are diving on us. And a couple times today they have done some diving, so.
Well, and if we set them right too, you know, your outside ones are
Right.
your shallow runners and your inside ones are
Your
a little
deeper runners
deeper.
and there's less line, right, John?
There's less line and you should be able to go right up over top of them because they're deeper.
Oh yeah, this is a nice fish too. Oh man, hold that up, John. And that blade, talk about that blade. That is not a fluke now. We have caught every fish on this blade.
We have, and this is a little, we talked earlier about the blueberry or the purple, and this one just got, it's almost like the blueberry muffin. It's just got that little yellow tip on it. The silver or copper really, in big water like this, doesn't seem to make much of a difference as long as you get that flash, but that blueberry blade has been what has really been productive for us over the last 45, 50 minutes.
Exactly, and it's produced nicer fish. That's the other thing. I mean, we've caught some fish, but every fish this one's caught has been a good fish. Oh my goodness. And it's the walleye of the day. Can you believe that? Yep. Look at this. Wow. Unbelievable. Little tadpoles, big walleye.
I bet that one's been swimming along with us for a while.
This fish fooled us so bad. He hit the outside board.
I bet he's been there for 5 minutes.
And I'll bet he's been there for 5 minutes, like John said, because that outside board came right back forward. And we just assumed, maybe a little fish, we'll check it in a little bit. Unbelievable. And he's not damaged at all. That's one I think, John, we let go, don't you?
Yeah, I agree.
And this is the difference. You get a lot of people that'll write on our Facebook page, hey, don't keep those little fish. My answer to you is maybe don't keep these big fish, because these are the ones breeding back to spawn and bring us more little walleyes for our frying pan.
That's going to be enough to clear it.
Okay. Yeah, but not your bounce. Pull that bounce.
Yeah, pull that one up. Look at that beauty.
Yeah. Show that off, John. Just turn around and show that off. That blade, it's everything. We'll get that hook out. That's the right blade. Show that off.
Well, you fish all day and you catch a bunch of eaters. And it only takes one
that one there gotta go back.
to put a gigantic smile on your face. That is what we've been doing all day too. It's that same blade. That blueberry muffin with the little yellow. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful fish. That's probably what, a good 4 pounds?
Oh yeah, 5 I think. He's probably a 25
I like the way
inch
you
fish.
measure it better.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's a 25, so that's what we want,